Hi, dear, and welcome back to Voice of Wisdom. There comes a time in life when the clutter around us isn't just filling closets and drawers, it begins to weigh on our hearts and minds. The house feels heavier, the counters pile up, and every corner seems to whisper, "You should have taken care of this long ago." But here's the truth, no one often says it's not your fault. Life gets busy, responsibilities grow, and before we know it, the space that should feel like a sanctuary starts to feel overwhelming, but doesn't have to stay that way. Today, let's talk about reclaiming not only your home, but also your peace of mind. I want to share with you a gentle, time-tested approach, one that has been embraced for generations and can transform more than just the appearance of your home. It can also restore how you feel in your space, making it reflect who you are today, not just who you once were. This journey isn't only about letting go of things. It's about reclaiming your energy, your clarity, and your sense of freedom. After so many years of giving your care and attention to others, it's time for your home to give something back to you. And here's a thought to carry with you as we begin. Keep only what truly loves you back. Tip 1. Keep only what loves you back. Over the years, we collect so many things: clothes, gifts, decorations, old books, and little souvenirs from places we barely remember visiting. Every object seems to have a story, and it's hard to know where to begin when everything feels attached to some version of our past. But here's a truth that might set you free. The things in your home should support your life today, not weigh you down with yesterday. This isn't about becoming someone else. You don't need to strip your home bare or become a minimalist. What you do need is clarity and compassion for the version of yourself you are now. You've lived decades, you've raised families, hosted holidays, built a life, and now you deserve a home that brings peace, not pressure. Let's start with a simple but powerful question. Does this item still love me back? That dress that used to fit, but now just reminds you of how your body has changed, let it go. Those extra mugs you never use, but keep just in case, let someone else enjoy them. That old chair with broken legs that you swore you'd fix 3 years ago? Thank it for its service and release it. Set up 3 boxes, one for the things you're keeping, one for donations, and one for letting go entirely. Go room by room, slowly and gently. You don't need to do it all in a day, you just need to start. Touch each item and ask, does this still serve me? Would I buy this again today? Is this something I want to carry forward into the next season of my life? You'll be surprised by how much lighter you feel after letting go of what no longer fits, not just physically, but emotionally. You're not discarding your memories. You're making space for new moments, new peace, new freedom. And more importantly, you're reminding yourself that you are the priority now, not the clutter, not the weight of maybe one day. This is your time, and your home should feel like it. Give everything a home. Tip 2, give everything a home. One of the most common frustrations women share with me is that they can never find what they need when they need it. I just had my glasses, they'll say, or where on earth did I put that bill? It's not because they're forgetful, it's because most of our homes aren't set up to support the way we live day to day. Here's the gentle truth. If everything had a home, you'd spend far less time searching and far more time enjoying. When we were younger, we moved fast, we made do, we adjusted. But now we're in a season of life that calls for ease and calm, and nothing creates that more consistently than knowing where things go and trusting that they'll be there when you need them. Start by identifying the small things you reach for every day. Your reading glasses, your medication, your favorite pen, the envelope with the bill due next week. Now ask yourself, do those things have a designated home? Not just a drawer they get shoved into, but an intentional place that's easy to access and makes sense for how you live. Create a system that feels intuitive. A tray near the front door for your keys, a small dish on your nightstand for jewelry, a labeled folder in a kitchen drawer for mail and receipts, a basket by your chair for books and remote controls. Think of it as building muscle memory every time you return something to its place. Your mind relaxes a little more. And the more consistent you are, the less your brain has to hold. That's what creates mental space. Clarity, not just in your rooms, but in your thoughts. This is how a home becomes a place that works with you, not against you. You stop wasting energy, you stop feeling scattered, and you start moving through your days with greater ease. It's not about having a perfect house. It's about creating small systems that give you back your time, your focus, and your calm. And when everything has a home, you feel more at home too. The 5-minute gift. Tip 3. The 5-minute gift. There's a quiet power in what you choose to do in the next 5 minutes. You may not think a single action could change much, but it can, especially when that action becomes a rhythm, a habit, a gift you give to yourself every single day. The 5-minute rule is simple. If something can be done in under 5 minutes, do it now, not later, not when you feel like it now. You'd be amazed how quickly clutter disappears when you follow this one rule. One dish left in the sink becomes a pile by evening. One pair of shoes left by the door becomes 4. One unopened letter turns into a stack of mail you're afraid to face. It's never about the big mess. It's about the little ones we let linger. Instead of adding to the clutter, take 5 minutes to reverse it. After breakfast, rinse the cup. After the mail arrives, sort it. When you change clothes, hang them or put them in the hamper. If something takes less than 5 minutes, do it with intention. This isn't busy work. This is self-care in action. And the result isn't just a cleaner hametz, a quieter mind. There's a deep sense of dignity in tending to your space with consistency. When your surroundings are in order, your nervous system relaxes, your mornings begin with less stress, your evenings wind down more peacefully, and your whole day runs on smoother rails. Think of this as a way of telling your future self, I've got you. You don't need to wait for a weekend to catch up. You don't need to spend hours overwhelmed and exhausted. All it takes is 5 minutes, repeated often, to create a home that stays calm all week long. And in those 5 minutes, you reclaim something priceless. Your energy, your clarity, your peace. Welcome the light back. Tip 4. Welcome the light back in. There's something about a sunlit room that makes you stop and take a breath. Light pouring through a window has a way of warming not just the room, but your spirit. And yet, many of us close the blinds, draw the heavy curtains, and slowly forget how much we've missed the sun. Maybe you've covered the windows to protect the furniture. Maybe you're used to dim spaces because they feel cozy, or maybe it's just habit. But here's something worth remembering. Natural light isn't just about aesthetics, it changes the way you feel. Sunlight lifts your mood, it regulates your sleep, it gives you energy, and it makes your home look and feel cleaner, even if nothing else changes. Start simple. Open the curtains each morning, wipe down the window's regular clean glass, lets in more light than you'd imagine. Replace heavy drapes with light, sheer fabric that allows privacy and brightness. Use mirrors strategically to bounce light around the room, especially in spaces that feel dark or cramped. In your kitchen, keep the windowsill clear of clutter. In your bedroom, choose curtains you can draw open easily. In the living room, consider placing a small mirror across from the window to amplify the glow. This isn't just about letting the sun in, it's about letting life in. Because when your home is bright, it invites you to move, to breathe, to sit and enjoy a book, or simply sip your tea while the golden afternoon wraps around you like a soft shawl. Natural light has always been one of the oldest, most healing gifts available to use, and it's free. All it takes is a small shift, a little openness, and your home begins to glow again. So do you. Choose calm, gentle colors. Tip 5. Choose calm, gentle colors. Color has more power than we realize. The shades on your walls, your furniture, your bedspread, they don't just fill space, they shape the way you feel inside it. And for many of us, especially in this chapter of life, what we crave most is peace. Bright, bold colors can be exciting, but they can also be overwhelming. Deep tones might feel cozy at first, but over time they can weigh down a space and your mood. The goal here is not to drain your home of life, but to infuse it with calm. That's why soft, neutral tones are so powerful. Think of warm ivory, light sand, pale gray, soft sage green. These colors don't compete for attention. They allow you to breathe. They make a room feel more spacious. They reflect light rather than absorb it. And they pair beautifully with wood textures, plants, and personal touches like photos or quilts. You don't have to repaint your whole home. Start with one room, or even just one corner. A new set of curtains in a lighter shade, a throw blanket in a soft tone, a few pillows that calm rather than shout. Let your space gently whisper, "Rest namas, welcome home." If you're unsure, think about how you feel in hotel rooms or calm cafes. They're often built around neutral palettes for a reason. The environment fades into the background so you can come forward. That's what we're creating here, a home that honors your presence instead of stealing your attention. Soft color doesn't mean plain, it means quiet confidence. It means your eyes don't have to work so hard, and when your eyes rest, your mind does too. This isn't about design trends or impressing others. It's about how you want to feel every morning when you wake up and every evening when you come back to yourself. Choose colors that carry you into peace. You deserve that. Tip 6. Bring nature inside. Bring nature inside. There's something deeply healing about the presence of natura, a single green plant. A wooden bowl, a smooth river stone, they remind us of something older than stress, something calmer than clutter, something simpler than the noise of modern life. You don't need a garden to bring this feeling home. Just a few thoughtful touches can reconnect your space and your spirit to something real. Start with one plant. Don't worry if you don't have a green thumb. There are beautiful, low-maintenance options like peace lilies or snake plants. They're forgiving and resilient, just like you've been all your life. And if you travel often or worry about watering, try succulents or cacti that thrive with minimal care. You can also bring nature inside through materials. A wooden picture frame, a woven basket, clay pots instead of plastic ones, stones collected from a meaningful trip, a bowl of fresh lemons on the counter. These aren't just decorations, they ground you. Consider this: a small fern on the bathroom shelf, a basket by your reading chair with soft yarn and a pair of glasses, a rosemary or basil plant on your kitchen windowsill that adds both life and flavor. These tiny elements of nature create quiet beauty, and they invite you to slow down and notice even the air feels different when plants are present. They add moisture, they filter toxins, they soften the lines of your home. More importantly, they offer you a moment each day just to care, to water, to watch something grow. In a world that moves too fast, where noise and artificial things surround us, nature is the gentle hand that says, "Breathe, you're safe here." Bringing nature inside is not about decorating. It's about remembering who you are and letting your home reflect the grounded, graceful woman you've become. Tip 7. Clear your surfaces. Clear your surfaces. Mind walk into any room and look at the surfaces. The kitchen table, the dresser in the bedroom, the coffee table, the countertops. What do you see? If those spaces are covered with papers, random objects, things that don't have a home, chances are your mind feels just as crowded. Cluttered surfaces don't just make a room look messy, they weigh you down. Every time you glance at that pile of unread mail or those magazines you meant to go through 3 months ago, your brain says, "You haven't handled this yet." And whether you notice it or not, that thought drains your energy. The solution: keep surfaces as clear as possible. It doesn't mean your home has to look like a hotel, it means choosing intentionally what gets to live out in the open. A good rule of thumb is this: no more than 3 items on any major surface. On your nightstand, a lamp, a book, and a small glass for water. On your coffee table, a plant, a candle, and the remote in a small tray. On your kitchen counter, the coffee maker, a bowl of fruit, and nothing else. That's it. Everything else either belongs in a drawer, in a cabinet, or it needs to go. And if you're thinking, "But I use that every day," perfect, find a designated spot for it. If something has earned its place, give it a place, not a pile. Why does this work? Because clear surface create visual space. Visual space leads to mental space. You walk into a room and breathe easier. You don't feel attacked by reminders of everything you haven't done. You feel calm. And when your home sends that message to your brain multiple times a day, it slowly becomes your new normal. This is one of the simplest changes with the biggest return. Try it today, just one surface. Remove everything, wipe it down, then only put back what truly belongs. See how the energy of the room shifts. Your home doesn't need more decorations, it needs more breathing room. Let your surfaces and your spirit exhale. Tip 8. Create gentle daily routines. Create gentle daily routines. One of the biggest misconceptions about a tidy home is that you need to clean for hours every day to maintain it. But the truth is, the most peaceful homes aren't the result of massive effort, they come from gentle rhythms practiced consistently. Think of your home like a garden. You don't water it once a month and expect it to thrive. You tend to it in small, quiet moments. That's how order is created, not with one big push, but with simple routines that support your life every day. Here's a structure that works beautifully, especially in this season of life where energy can be more precious than time. 1. Morning reset. 5 minutes. Make your bed, open the windows, put away pajamas. This simple ritual sets the tone. Today, I begin in calm. 2. Midday tidy. 5 to 10 minutes. After lunch, clear the table, wipe the counter, put dishes in the washer or the rack. It keeps things from piling up and makes evenings feel lighter. 3. Evening wind down. 10 minutes. Pick up stray items, fluff the pillows, put away clothes left on chairs, prep tomorrow's outfit. This brings closure to the day and welcomes a smoother tomorrow. That's less than 30 minutes total, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Some days you'll do more, some less. What matters is the rhythm. When these actions become habits, they stop feeling like chores. They become acts of care, not just for your home, but for yourself. And you'll notice something beautiful happen over time. Your space no longer feels like it's constantly slipping out of control. You feel in partnership with it. You begin and end your days with intention, not exhaustion. You're not scrambling to catch up, you're calmly keeping pace. These moments of care are like bookmarks in your day. They tell your nervous system, you're safe, you're supported, you're home. You don't need to clean your house to feel better. You just need to care for it, bit by bit, with kindness and consistency. Invest in furniture that works for you. Tip 9. Invest in furniture that works for you, not against you. As we move through life, we learn to value things differently. When we were younger, maybe we chose furniture because it was fashionable or on sale or it matched something we already had. But at this stage of life, we deserve to choose pieces that actually serve us, not just sit there looking pretty. The truth is, the wrong furniture can make daily life harder. Cabinets that require bending down, coffee tables that have no storage, beds without drawers underneath, or heavy chairs that are hard to move. These things add little burdens to your day that pile up more than you realize. But the right furniture can transform your home into a space that works with you, smoothly, silently, seamlessly. Start with small upgrades. A bench in your entryway that opens to hold your winter scarves or reusable grocery bags. An ottoman with hidden storage for throw blankets or puzzles. A bedside table with deep drawers where your books, medications, and hand cream all have their place. A rolling cart for the kitchen that holds extra spices or snacks and can be moved easily when you need more room to cook. Look for multifunctional piece-set furniture that doesn't just sit there but helps you. Think of a bookcase that also holds baskets for miscellaneous items, or a coffee table with shelves beneath for coasters, magazines, or knitting projects. These changes don't have to be expensive. They just need to be thoughtful. And don't forget comfort, a supportive reading chair that doesn't hurt your back, a kitchen stool you can rest on while prepping vegetables, a lightweight vacuum that doesn't strain your arms. These details matter. Choosing functional furniture isn't just about organizing, it's about honoring your current needs. Your home should evolve with you, not trap you in who you were 20 years ago. It's also about peace of mind. When things are easy to access, you feel more in control. You don't struggle to find what you need. You're not exhausted just trying to reach a shelf. Your space becomes more welcoming to yourself, to your grandchildren, to whoever walks through your door. And perhaps most importantly, you're creating a home that reflects how much your comfort matters. That is not a luxury. That is self-respect. You've spent years taking care of others now. It's time for your home to take care of you. Practice conscious detachment and let go. Tip 10. Practice conscious detachment and let go with grace. Letting go is one of the most misunderstood and most healing acts we can do for ourselves. For many women, especially those of us who've lived full and layered lives, our homes become museums not just of beauty, but of memory, of loss, of hopes we outgrew but never released. There are clothes we once felt beautiful in but haven't worn in years. Gifts we kept because someone we loved gave them, even if they don't match our lives now. Kitchen tools for dinners we no longer cook. Trinkets from travels we barely remember. And every one of these objects carries weight. Not physical weight, but emotional tension. They whisper, "You should still use me." Or worse, "You're not who you used to be." But here's the truth. No one says aloud. You're not supposed to be who you used to be. You've grown, you've changed. You've earned the right to live in the present, to be surrounded by things that lift you, not anchor you to guilt, nostalgia, or outdated versions of yourself. Conscious detachment means asking a single powerful question. Does this still bring me peace or purpose today? If it does, keep it, love it, use it, celebrate it. If it doesn't, thank it and let it go. You can bless a dress for the joy it gave you in 1995 and still give it to someone who needs it today. You can take a photo of your child's artwork and release the yellowing paper. You can say goodbye to the just-in-case pile and finally clear space for who you've become. This process is emotional. It may bring tears. But don't confuse sadness with regret. You're not losing things. You're gaining space. Space to breathe, to move, to see your home again, to make room for new chapters. And as you detach, you begin to realize it's not just the house that's getting lighter, it's you. Letting go doesn't mean you stop honoring the past. It means you stop living inside of it. You're not erasing anything, you're making space to write new stories, ones where your surroundings reflect the beauty of the life you're living now. So take your time, be gentle, choose one item at a time, and as you release what no longer serves you, feel the weight lift off your shelves, your heart, your mind. This isn't just decluttering, this is becoming. And you, my dear, deserve a home that celebrates the woman you are, not the things you've been carrying. Your home, your peace, your time, you have just walked through 10 gentle but powerful steps toward creating a home that supports you not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and practically. This isn't just about decluttering, it's about reclaiming your space. It's about choosing ease over chaos, clarity over confusion, and comfort over obligation. It's about saying, I've carried enough for everyone else now, I get to carry peace for myself. And remember, this journey is not something you have to rush. You don't need to fix your entire home in a day. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to begin. Maybe you'll start by clearing off one surface. Maybe you'll open the blinds and let the morning light wash over your kitchen table. Maybe you'll finally thank that old dress for its memory and make room in your closet for who you are today. Whatever it is, take the first step and take it with grace. Because the real transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens in quiet, repeated choices, in the way you treat your space like a friend, not a burden, in the way your home begins to reflect your needs, your rhythm, and your values. You deserve a home that rises to meet you with kindness. You deserve mornings that begin in calm. You deserve nights that end in quiet joy. Final thoughts. If today's video gave you a new perspective or even just a moment of calm for both your home and your heart, I'm so grateful you chose to spend this time with us. Remember, peace doesn't come from grand gestures. It's built through small, gentle steps we take each day. Even the tiniest shift can create a ripple of comfort, clarity, and joy in your daily life. And here's the best part. It's never too late to create a home that feels truly supportive, welcoming, and aligned with who you are today. I'd love to invite you to become part of our growing family here at Voice of Wisdom. If you haven't already, please click subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll never miss another uplifting video designed to support you in living with more ease and purpose. I also want to hear from you. Share in the comments which idea you're most excited to try first, or what little shift feels right for you. Your words might be exactly the encouragement someone else in this community needs to begin their own journey toward a calmer, more meaningful home. Together, let's continue building a space where women in their wiser years feel seen, valued, and supported, a community where experiences, lessons, and encouragement are passed on with love. No matter how your home looks right now, always remember this. Peace is within your reach, and it begins with you taking one simple step today. Thank you for being here with me at Voice of Wisdom. Take care of yourself, nurture your space, and I'll see you in the next video.